Okay, we're live. I've been looking forward to this for 2 weeks now. So I'm super excited to be here. I will wait a few seconds to let everybody come on and see if I can share and invite. Let's see here. All right. Okay, good. I think we're good. For some reason, it's not letting me share it. So if you're coming on or watching the replay, feel free to share this video because it's really going to be powerful. It's really going to give a lot of easy insights into how I personally have been using mindset, mentality, and specifically motivation to create a system of abundance for myself and also for my clients and members of my collective as well. And I was just really kind of itching to share it. So I had a bit of a situation 2 weeks ago, and it's still kind of a thing. So I wanted to share how I managed that with everybody as well. So I'm going to go ahead and wait just a few seconds. Say hi as you come on. Hi, Melissa. How are you? Oh, very cool. Welcome, welcome. Awesome. Okay, let's see here. I wish I could share this. For some reason, I don't have a share button. What's going on? Let me see here. Let's see if I get more. No, I can't. Well then. All right. Well, we are about a minute early too, so we'll let more people come on. Melissa, I hope that you're doing well. I'll wait for the other heartfelt coaches to come on as well because they were very excited about this. And I really wanted to make sure that everybody got a chance to come on as well. All right. Okay, everybody. So, oh, hi, Solange. How are you? Yay, everybody's coming in. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm having some technical difficulties on this side. So if I don't see your comment, I'm sorry. It's really, I don't know what's happening. Every now and then, retrograde, of course. Okay, we're just going to work with this, you guys. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to talk about motivation, mindset, mentality, and how you can all kind of create your own system to be able to kind of, instead of use challenges, hi Solange, we want to use challenges as motivating factors, and we also want to be able to use it instead of as a setback, actually a catapult to spring you all forward like I did with myself. So case study, let's get the case study out there. 2 weeks ago, I got kicked in the eye, and that's sucked a lot. So infection, blindness, massive pain, really serious deal. And it happened on a Sunday, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take the day and heal and that sort of thing. Did not heal. Ended up having to go to many different doctors. Hi, Dorothy. And long story short, for the first 3 days of the week, I was not able to work even for a minute. And then after that, yay, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday came, and my doctor said, you can have 10 minutes an hour for 4 hours to work on your business. I freaked out. I did not handle the news very well. Thank goodness my husband was there to make sure that I didn't go more than 10 minutes, but that's what I had. I had 10 minutes a day for 3 days to work on my business. So I could have freaked out and been like, oh, there goes my business. I'm going to have to start all over again, and this is really going to suck. Or, like I did, I decided, you know what, challenge. Okay, I haven't had a good, solid challenge like this before in a while. Anyways, I'm really looking forward to this. What can I do? So I accepted the challenge. I rose to the challenge, and I actually killed it, you guys. I did really well. In fact, I did better business-wise that week, working about 40 minutes a day than I normally do. So of course, I use this as an opportunity to really up-level and make sure that, okay, if I can do this well when I don't have half, even a quarter of what I normally would have to work with, then I should be able to do even better than this when I'm not suffering and blind. So that's really where I want to take you guys today. I really want you to be able to have the programming like I have. And I wasn't born with this programming. I definitely wasn't. I will say that, my youth, not the easiest thing to talk about or even remember. It did give me a couple of, resiliency, extra, scoops of resiliency in there. But I do have some very specific things that I have, that I exercise, that I use, and that I employ to be able to be not just the person who can do this, but to also use those exact same things as a carbon copy blueprint for my business model and my marketing and my offerings, everything. What I have within me is what I use for every other part of my business. So today I want to give you these things step by step, really element by element. And I want to pick apart some of the concepts and ideas that we have around mindset and mentality and motivation that maybe they aren't quite what we thought they were, at least not in the way that I employ these things. So let's just start at the beginning. At first, I want to acknowledge that, yeah, my situation was a little crazy. Not all of you are going to get kicked in the eye and lose a cornea in order to up-level your business, and that's fine. We don't need to go there. There are other situations that could potentially bring us back and really set us back. That two steps forward, one step back situation that happens all the time. Life. We'll just call it life. If you get sick or unexpected transitions or low energy, I'm just not feeling it, or fear, lack of motivation, imposter syndrome, the entrepreneurial break that I talk about all the time, all of these things can set us back too. You don't have to have a massive injury to get a setback. So what I want to do is, first I want you to make a list of all the setbacks you could possibly get. Love it. Love the list, because these are not going to be setbacks for you anymore. These are going to be slingshots for you if you can employ the exercises that I have for myself. So let's just start there. First step, today, I want you to take some time and really think about the setbacks that you have had or could potentially have. And this is part of my pre-planning every Sunday too. What could possibly go wrong? And how will I handle that just in case it does? So I'm constantly looking for the setback. Getting kicked in the face, not on my list, but it is now. It definitely is now on my list. But so what we want to do is understand these are setbacks, but you can also use them as catapults. So remember that as you're writing it. So don't go all doom and gloom on the inside as you're writing this. And what I really want you to do is to really understand that empowering yourself, having the right mentality and mindset is really going to be important. My phone is dinging. Kenny, can you grab my phone for me, please? Thank you. A lot of comments are coming in here. So let's see, I want to make sure before I move into the nuts and bolts of this, the meat and potatoes of it, I want to make sure that, can you just turn it off, please? Thank you. Thank you. All right, everybody's saying hi. Okay, I'm starting to see comments now. That's awesome. Again, if you're here and if you're finding this inspirational, please do me a favor and share this if you can, because I cannot share it from mine. My end doesn't have the share button. I'd really love it to be in my group and on my personal profile, but I'll get to that later. But if you could please share this, that would be a huge help for me, because Facebook's just deciding to take retrograde very seriously right now. So hi, Melissa. Hi, Nina. Oh, Elaine, Nadine, Helen. Oh, my goodness, everybody. Kinga, Tracy. Tracy, I owe you a call. Remind me to call you. Jatora, good. Jennifer, everybody's here. Good. We've got a good group here. This is going to be great. I really want your guys' insight on this. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to break down the mentalities and the mindsets and the motivations that I have and use, and how I use them to create the abundance that I have, and also how I use these exact same things, carbon copy in my business, for my offerings, for my marketing, for my business model, everything. Super fun. I'm excited here. So number one thing I want to talk about, I'm sure that you've all said it out loud at least 6 times since I started this, and also while you were watching me really do and execute exactly what it is that has happened in the last 2 weeks since the eye injury, hence the nerdy glasses. I hope they make me look smart, because that's the best I can do. So first thing, the first word that comes to mind when you think of the situation is grit. Yes, I have grit. I'm very proud of my grits. I'm very attached to my grits. It's done a lot for me. But I want to talk about what grit means to me as a heartfelt business owner. There's a lot of different theories, and I did ask this actually when I had one 10-minute session there. I was like, okay, well, what am I going to use these 10 minutes for? And I asked you all in my group, the Heartfelt Business Village, what does grit mean to you? And I got some really, really cool ideas on what it all means to you. And honestly, I know what it means to me. And to me, it means doing the most with the least, when you have the least, or doing your best when you are at your worst. When things are just not working for you, you are still able to do the best, your best, better than you probably thought you could even. And that's grit. For me, that's grit. And I was doing the best I have ever done in my business with 40 minutes a day for 3 days out of the whole week. I killed it. I really did. And I was really proud. And it was awesome. Okay, now how did I do that so I can tell everybody else? Hence this masterclass. So grit. That is one thing that we want to have. We want to have grit. And no, not all of us have it. I will say I have quite a few clients who call me to be their grit for them. And I'm fine with that. I love you all dearly. But once we understand that we want grit, that it's necessary, and it can be attained without, I just don't have grit. That's not how it works. You can get grit, but you need to have the right mentality and mindset aligned so that you can have a program for it. Grit is something that you can get. It is something that you can create for yourself. So here is my program for grit. Okay, first, I want to talk about mindset and mentality. These two things are important. And again, in another session that I had 10 minutes to work with, I asked you all, what do you feel is the difference between mindset and mentality? Again, lots of really amazing and inspirational things. Wow, you guys really blow my mind. And again, I had to come back with, one second here. All right. We came, to a spot where we were all kind of having a conversation about this. And so I finally want to answer, what does Jessa see the differences? And this is just my take, and this is how I use my take on mindset and mentality. Some people will say it's semantics. They're synonyms. No big difference. I believe that there is. A mindset is something that is a habit that we have, a way of thinking that's just habitual like this. Mentalities are a little different. So let's say grit, that's a mentality. Abundance, that is a mindset. That is a reaction to having grit. I hope that makes sense. Okay, here's an analogy for you. Hang on here with me. You guys know I love my analogies. And no, there are no kittens with braces in this one. Let's talk about the difference between weather and climate. All right. We're talking climate change here. So weather and climate. So mentality, things like grit and positivity, those are like the weather. These are things that change and can be kind of manipulated here and there by different atmospheric pressures and that sort of thing. Mindset, things like abundance, that is the climate. So the weather changes, lots of things affect the weather, and the weather does ultimately create climate. So in a perfect world, we would be able to just fix climate change by changing the weather. All right, scientists, where are my scientists in there? Somebody figure out how to do that and we'll be okay. But in your perfect world, you can control the weather to change the climate. And that's by exercises and practices, things like, meditations and affirmations and these sorts of things will help you change your weather so you can change your climate, or change your mindset or you change your mentality so that you can change your mindset. And I want to show you guys how I do that with grit. So I'm changing how I react to challenges. I'm like, oh, hell yeah, bring this. Instead of, oh shit, oh God, what's going to happen? So in a perfect world, we would be able to change the actual mentality so that we can change the mindset so that our abundance is there. It just exists, right? So you can though, you can. And with some tools and some exercises. So what are my tools? Yay, I'm so glad you asked. If you've been with me for very long, if you've taken the masterclass, I highly suggest it. I will put it in the description here. Should have done that earlier. I did a masterclass a couple months ago that talked about this a lot. My 2 tools for myself individually so that I have the mindset and the grit that I need, and for my business models, practices, offerings, marketing, 2 very, very basic things. 1 is ingenuity. 2 is empathy. We want to use these. Empathy and ingenuity are so powerful. These mentalities are incredible. So let's talk about them, break them down for you really, really quickly. Empathy is, for me, I use it to feel and understand what my people need. What are they lacking, or what are they suffering with, or what are they struggling through or around? This one tool here is my collection, I guess, my data, we'll call it, the data that I use so that I can help somebody win, whether it's myself, my clients, potential clients. Empathy. What do my people need? And then ingenuity after that. And this, thank you, Daria. She actually said this word to me the other day, and I was like, yes, that's the word I'm looking for. This is where I assimilate the data, the empathy. We assimilate that into creating opportunities for others based on that information. So I take needs and I turn them into opportunities, whether it's for myself, for you guys, for my children, whatever that might be. So empathy and ingenuity, these are the two things that I use to solve any problem, whether it's mine or somebody else's. These are the two things, and it's not complicated at all. So by employing these two tools, I'm able to create abundance for myself and for my clients, the members of my collective, everybody. And this masterclass here alone is because I was using these tools. I was with a client, and she was really struggling with reframing her niche and her offerings and what is it that I really do. And I was explaining these things to her in like mid-sentence. I'm like, all right, that's it. I have to do a master class about that. So thank you, Dawn. Loving it. This is fun. So that's just that simple thing. And now it's an opportunity for me to share it all with you. You all get to learn this, writing these things down. And don't worry, I will be recapping this at the end. But you all get to learn it, and I get to use it. I am using this as an opportunity for myself to really, this is creating exposure for me. This is probably going to create some conversions for me. I'm probably going to grow my group because the link is right here in the description. There's a lot of opportunities for me as well, simply by using empathy and ingenuity to create an opportunity. So that's really part of grit. So again, I had a problem. I had a really big problem. I could not see. I could not use my computer. I could not communicate with anybody unless it was audio. And so I used that. I said, okay, empathy and ingenuity, what am I going to do? I am going to use this as an opportunity to show and to let you guys experience with me what it is that I'm doing. And you all followed along. And all of you said, how can I help? And I said, okay, you could do this, or you could do this, or you could do this, or you could just send me some Reiki, please. But you all got on board, and it worked. I did really, really well, and people were calling and saying, it's okay, you don't have to see me, it's fine. And I closed 4 new clients. I got 4 new people into the commission-based program. I launched Heartfelt Growth Academy, which is today is day 1. Welcome, everybody. So we want to make sure that we're owning our wins, because that is another big part of grit, is not just being determined to win, but owning our wins and benchmarking those wins as, all right, next time, got to go up here, and keep moving it forward and up and out. That way, every time you have a challenge, you're even better at it. You're an even bigger badass about it. And you can just kind of roll your eyes at a challenge rather than be like, okay, what am I going to do? You can also call me. Hey, coach, please, I have a problem. That's cool too. I can be your grit for you while we're building yours. I'm totally fine with that. So that's just another example. This right here is part of that. So now I want to give you some of the tools and ideas that you can use to actually be creative like that, to actually take empathy and put it together with ingenuity and really create an opportunity for yourself that creates abundance and alignment with your people, growth, so that you will find more of your people for your business, and also make sure that, again, growth is one of the biggest things that this is going to do for you. We're going to grow your communities full of not just aligned people who like your sentiment, that's cute, but they're motivated. They are motivated. They are there. They hear your voice. They stand up for you, around you, push your message forward, and are signing up. I have people, most of you here, every time I launch something, like me, I'll take it. Yes, I'll take that one too. Oh, yep, that one too, please. So we really want to make sure that the people who are aligning with you are also motivated around you, with you, for you, and of course by you. Of course by you. All right, so before I go into that, I just want to make sure that there is no questions. Oh, you guys are awesome. Hi, Chantel. Oh, Rima, Susan, Kim. Hi. Natalie. Oh, you guys are awesome. Just want to give some love. Okay, so let's go into it. How do I use these two things? Because yeah, I can just look around and be like, here's a problem, here's a solution. Yes, but how did I train myself to be able to do that? That's really the big question here. So I want you to really, if you have one near, please get a notebook. And because you're going to want to write a few things down. And not that I'm going to give you them, but you're going to want to use your own inspiration. So inspired action here. Big theme of the day today in a lot of my sessions. So what we want to do, we want to practice empathy and ingenuity beginning with motivation. Motivation, that's what we want. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to look within, because that's always where the solutions are. We all know that. Look within in order to find the solution for something that's without or lacking. So really sit with your own motivations. Your own motivations. And now there's a lot of different theories and gurus and writing, all about, motivation stacking and motivators, all of these sorts of things. And if you Google it, you will find lots of people who claim to be the, perfect coach for motivation and that sort of thing. And they had this is the set list of motivating factors. And they're all pretty similar, money and fame and, these sorts of things. I disagree with every single one of them. Yay! Don't I do that enough already? I really do. I disagree with every single one of these people who say, this is the set list of factors. No, I believe that we all have our own unique motivating factors. Yeah, we probably got a lot in common. We probably do. But we all have something different. We're all unique. We're all motivated differently. Just like there are 5 different love languages, there's billions of different things that motivate people, whether it's lack or need or desire or just to maintain something. There's a lot of them out there. So find out what yours are. Don't let some guru say, if you're not motivated like this, there's something wrong with you, or all of your clients are going to be motivated by these things. You are the only person who can define that, because what we're looking for is alignment, because empathy and alignment, those two things really work well together. Because I'll be honest, I'm not having a lot of empathy for somebody who I think is not nice. Sorry. I don't want to. So I'm going to be most aligned with a certain group of people who have similar, if not exactly matching motivating factors for themselves, right? So, okay, cut to the chase, Jess. I'm rambling here. What are mine? My motivating factors are pretty unique to me and my brand. And if you've been with Heartfelt for more than, let's say, 15 seconds, you know what mine are. And I'm going to list them and you're going to be like, yep, oh, yep, okay. So now you know who I am. So mine are security. Number 1, I need to have security. I don't want to be worrying about finances. I don't want to have to be like at the end of every month, what do I do? Because I've been there and I hated it. So the answer is no, I don't want that. So security is a really big thing. And I know that my clients do too. That's why you're here, because you want me to help you make more money, have more security, residual income. All of these things are important to you, just like they are to me. And that's why I created this business. Another one is mastery. I am a leader. I love being a leader, and I love having leaders around me. That's really, really important to me. Mastery, being really damn good at my job is very, very important. And I know that all of you, that's your thing. That's your thing. And even though you're masters at it, you still suffer with things like imposter syndrome. And that's human, and that's awesome. And I am here to help you with that. But mastery is something that we all have in common. We are either there and looking to maintain and grow it, or that's where we're headed. I will be the best, and I'm going to figure out the best way to do that. So mastery is really, really a big thing for me as well. Number 3, I know you guys all probably guessed it, altruism is a really big thing for me. It has been since I was a young kid. Helping people just for the sake of helping them. Everybody deserves help, no matter what their financial situation is, no matter what kind of help it is. You guys, you need business help. Here for that. I have every option on the planet, whether you can afford nothing or if you want to hire me for $8,000. Totally available to all of you. But that sense of you all deserve help, and it shouldn't have to have anything to do with your finances. And honestly, if you can't afford my rates, you probably need my help more than anybody else right now. So I'm available. That's the altruism. And most of you love that. First of all, you've probably been in the academy or that sort of thing and really appreciated it. Or that's just something that you've been wanting to do too. Like, how do I give and still receive? And so I'm helping you all do that as well. I'm helping you build your own businesses that work just like mine. Lots of altruism, pro bono, donation-based, but still comfortable, a little bit more than comfortable, but still, I have that security and I have that altruism. There's a way to have both, and it's really exciting. And finally, the last motivating factor for myself that also matches my ideal community is community. The sense of community has been a huge thing for me. Really was, kind of isolated. And those of you who know of my childhood, you know that I don't have a lot of, community sense back there. But I have a huge community now. I have all of you, and you guys know I love you, and I am more of a collective sense. Every program that I put out there has a collective sense, rather than me just being there being like, do as I say, and this is this, and this is that. It's a collective sense. We all help each other. I'm here leading the pack, but we're all helping each other. A collective sense, a sense of community. And I will tell you that my sense of community is one of the biggest motivating factors that I leaned on in creating my grit in this last situation with my eye. Because if I didn't have a sense of community, I wouldn't have built a community. And if I didn't have you guys as my community, I probably would have tanked. I probably would have had to start over with my business, because you guys supported me so much. So one of my motivating factors was one of the easiest things that I could tap into in building my grit for that situation and really killing it and crushing it. So those are my 5 motivating factors. And I have a feeling that there are a lot of yours as well. But what I want you to do, if hopefully you've gotten that pad of paper and a pen, I want you to write down your motivating factors. It might be 5, it might be 12, it might be 2. Doesn't matter how many. The things that motivate you in your life, not just your business, in your life, that also motivate your ideal clients. It's really going to be powerful. This list is going to hugely change the game for you. Can't believe I'm giving this away for free. This is awesome, you guys. This list is what we're going to use as your blueprint for making any decisions moving forward, what we're going to build going forward, how we're going to deliver it going forward. That's really, really going to be powerful. You need to have that, especially when it comes to growth. So today being day 1 of the Heartfelt Growth Academy, that's going to be your first assignment. I need you guys to make this list for yourselves. Our first official session is going to be on Friday. Between now and then, I want you to really narrow this down. And now I've had a couple of my clients do this exercise as well. It does need a little bit of clarity. Yes, here I go complicating it again for you. But what I want you to do is this list of motivating factors, let's narrow it down to the mindsets and mentalities of the person. So I had one client do it, and she's like, well, my people, they really want to change their life and quit their job and travel a lot. Okay, that's not a motivating factor. That's just what they want to do. A motivating mindset is a motivating factor. A motivating mentality is a motivating factor. That's what we want. So mind, security, mastery, altruism, community. These are mindsets and mentalities that I can work with and around and share and grow and help other people grow. These certain things. That is what we're looking for. So needle it down, needle it down. So for example, that one, the person saying, they want to quit their job and they want to travel the world, that is really going to be narrowed down to transformation. Transformation. That's a motivating mindset. And that's really going to be much more useful for all of us as well. Yeah, sure, they want to do this thing and you want to do this thing, and that's fantastic. But deep down underneath that theme, we want to have that motivating factor. And the motivating factors are mindsets and mentalities. Again, motivation, mindset, mentality. This is the seesaw that we're on. And we want to just make sure that we keep it as balanced as possible, which I will give you guys lots of ideas too, especially those of you in the Growth Academy. We're going to use this list. We're going to use all those other tools and help you really grow your groups using empathy and ingenuity. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited. So excited. So coming back to it all again, I create exactly for myself goals and ideas based on my motivating factor, or things to maintain, I guess, within myself. I want to have these things. I want to always have security, mastery, altruism, and community. Always want to have them. So those are the things that motivate me to wake up in the morning and do these things for you, because you guys are the manifestation of all of that. And that's powerful for me. And I want you to have that for yourself. I want you to wake up in the morning and have your own community that is a motivating factor for you. The actual manifestation of your motivations. That's so exciting, you guys. So empowering. Amazing. Look at me, I'm about to cry. Not gonna cry. All right. So the way I created my community full of you guys, aligned and motivated people, was by employing all of these motivators, we'll call them, in everything I do. I talk a lot, I build communities. I use all of the altruism and mastery that I have within me to create these programs that are changing the actual coaching industry. It really is, and it's so exciting. You guys are helping me do that. Saying, no, that's not fair. No, that's not right. We're going to do it differently, and it's going to work. So that's really, really exciting. So if you look at all the elements of my business, the way that I organize things so that they're easy to find, that helps me be more secure and that you're getting the information that you need so that you can create security for yourself. The tools that I use, I pay a pretty penny for a lot of the tools that I use because I know it's going to help you guys actually become the masters. I'm the master. I have the mastery. I know that that's a motivating factor for you. So let me make that as easy for you as possible. And that's me investing in you just as much as anything else. And that works. It really works. There's a lot. I have dozens and dozens and dozens of hours of free things for you guys. And I have to organize them. Otherwise, it's a waste of my time to even have created it. So I need to do that. And that's really, really important. So in the programs that I'm making, the master classes like this one, they're all based on my empathy and ingenuity and the motivating factors. What can I create that touches one of these motivating factors that is an absolute need? And it gets pretty creative. The 30-day program, the commission-based program, the academy, the university, I have the collective and now the growth academy. So many things just boom, and all of them just never had a moment of crickets with it all because they're so creative. So I want you guys to go to this list often. Have them up as mantras if you need to. What are my motivating factors that match my ideal people? And you'll use these motivating factors to grow your group, to go out into the world and say, hey, you're motivated by the same things I am. Let's talk about that. Come on over. Come on over. I got a cup of coffee waiting for you. And that's really going to be exciting. And it makes it so easy and so organic. Because, yeah, you could have a group. I could have a group of 100,000 people right now. None of them would probably be aligned. And if there were 2,000 like there are now aligned people in my group, I would never know. I wouldn't be able to find them. I would just be kind of wandering around lonely in my own massive group of people who are not motivated like I am and are not aligned with me. And so they're just like using my group as a bulletin board, like all of these other huge, massive groups are. And that's not fun or effective and sounds like a lot of work because no, not having that. Not doing that. I don't want to work if I don't have to. I want to do as little work as possible. So far, so good. So far, so good. So what we want to do here, create a roadmap using these motivating factors to help you create something for everybody else that they're going to scoop up. They're just going to raise their hand for, say, oh, that's an opportunity. Not, do I want to invest in that? Oh, no. They're going to be like, okay, it's about time she offered me something. I've been excited. I mean, this last launch that I did with the Growth Academy, I had people literally saying, I've watched all of your free things, and I have been waiting for people, for you to offer me something so that I can work with you for realsies. That's a word again. Realsies. I heard it like 4 times. So I'm going to use it. I think it's cute till it's not cute anymore, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, to recap, we want to use the right motivating factors as marketable opportunities, growth strategies, offering strategies to create success and growth for yourself and change, transformation, whatever it might be for your clients in a way that's just kind of a foregone conclusion. Like I accidentally became your client. I hear that a lot. That's what we want. We want people just coming to you just kind of naturally and using these factors, these mindsets, these motivations. It's really, really powerful. So if you have a pen and paper out, I hope you do because I already told you to recap, what we want to talk about is, okay, let's break it down without the stories and all of Jess's rambling. No rambling here, recap. Okay, ready? We need grit, not only to persevere in really difficult times, but also to use during struggles as catapults or slingshots or whatever analogy you want to put there to up-level our business and our mindsets. So every time you have a struggle, it should up-level, it should expand everything about you, your business and your mindset. Your mindset. This last one really up-leveled my business because I was like, if I can do this on 40 minutes, I can do this like times 400 when I have all of my minutes. So that's really, really powerful. But it also expanded my mindset because I had to really pick it apart. How am I making this work? How am I making this work? oh my gosh, this is this. And I have an understanding of myself, because I'll be honest, I did not understand this about myself until I went through this. And I had to really break it down and assimilate it so that I could share it with all of you so that you can use it too. That way I'm not just like, I'm that coach who's got it and you don't. No, we're not having that. So we really want to up-level the people around us if we can as well during a challenge using grit. And the way to get grit is to exercise it like a professional athlete using 2 simple exercises. Those exercises are empathy and ingenuity. Empathy, what do people need? What is it that they really need? You listen, you help them out, you get a goosebumps, you have an aha moment, whatever it might be. What do my people need? Exercise number 2, how can I give it to them in a way that creates abundance? What can I do? How do I do that? Now that second one can be a little bit tricky. That was the biggest question I got. So how do I actually use that? How do I turn empathy and ingenuity into something? We use those by actually thinking about our motivating factors, focusing on alignment based on motivation. That's really where, when we talk about alignment, yeah, these are great. We love the same things, or we're all moms of boys or whatever. That's alignment, yes. But alignment that creates abundance is alignment based on motivating factors. And they're different for everyone. So don't let any guru tell you, this is the list of 5 motivating factors in life. No, that's not going to work. There's some general ones, yes. But what are yours? What are yours? So we are going to focus on your own alignments with your ideal clients and motivators to actually grow your business with exposure and alignment and offerings and ambassadors that are just perfect for those people. They're not going to be perfect for everybody. They're going to be perfect with your most severely almost aligned people. And that's really going to be the important part here. That's the biggest thing I want you guys to take away, is those motivating factors, your own unique motivating factors. So that's the idea here. We're going to grow your community using these things in a way that isn't just aligned, because aligned is great. And it can be profitable to have an aligned community. But what we want is an aligned and motivated community. That's what we're building here. And that's where you're going to find abundance on 10. It's going to really change your world. So let's figure those out. So please, if you have questions about it, if you want to pass your motivators by me, if I can maybe help you even dial it in even closer, more narrow, let's do that. So for those of you who are in the Heartfelt Growth Academy, this is your homework. And even if you aren't, do this homework. I want you to come on Friday with the list of motivating factors. And even in our group, then I would like for you to also be doing that. Just post it, hashtag motivators, and give me your 5 motivators. And I'm going to be doing a lot of assimilating with the data that I'm getting from you guys, and really helping to create a program that really hits the most commonly used ones. I'm sure security is probably going to be a big one. So I'll teach you how to use security to actually create alignment and motivation in your group, and to grow your group using just the motivating factor, security. And, I'll find the most common things and put those out. So please do your homework so that I can do that for you. And I will see you all on Friday. Those of you not in the Growth Academy, touch base with me if you're interested. We'll have a chat, see if we're a good fit, okay? So if there aren't any other questions, okay. I see a lot of comments. Any questions? Wow. Oh, Elaine, Susan. Nice. Okay. Serious. Okay, Chandel. So we're very aligned. We're extremely aligned. That's why I love you so much, I think. Let's see here. Oh, Elaine, you're so sweet. All right. Oh, it's okay, Lana. There's the replay, and I'm going to be posting this in our groups and everything as well. All right. So that being said, it wasn't that long today. I thought it was going to be very long, but yeah. So 40 minutes in, and I don't have any questions directly, but you all know where to find me, all right? I am available to you. Again, your success is my success, and we both need to be able to count on that. I'm doing my part here by helping you and educating you. You need to do your part here by actually engaging in the information, asking questions, doing your homework, please. And again, if you enjoyed this, please share it. I want a lot of people to understand this, whether they're part of my community or not. This isn't about hoarding information or inspiration. conversation. So if you enjoy this, please share it, and I would really appreciate it. Until next time, I will be waiting for your inputs and your questions, all right? I will see you all soon. Bye.